gay Republicans,
Oxymoron.
defend South Florida's Don't Say Gay bill and blast Chasten Buttigieg. Queer News Tonight reported on Florida's Don't Say Gay bill at a special rally last week. During our broadcast, our special student panel discussed an interview with Chasten Buttigieg on CNN where he spoke out against the bill. He also spoke out on Twitter Spaces last week with Equality Florida. Now, everyone's favorite anti-gay gays, the Log Cabin Republicans, have attacked Chasten for his comments. Log Cabin Republican President Charles Moran said in a statement, quote, "Contrary to Chasten Buttigieg's LGBT fear-mongering and attempt for attention on CNN, Florida's Parental Rights and Education bill will not silence gay people. It will certainly not kill them. All it does is reinforce the common sense belief that teacher-led classroom discussions around sexual gender and identity do not belong in primary schools." Apparently, Pete and Chasten Buttigieg are so far to the left that they're okay with Florida kindergartners learning about gender fluidity and sexual preferences in the classroom. First, I knew when I was in kindergarten that I liked boys. I couldn't verbalize it, and teachers couldn't help me verbalize it, and they won't be able to after this. Second of all, if you're going to sit there and say that this doesn't kill people, you haven't seen the suicide statistics on gay LGBT youth. My God, educate yourself, and if you won't at least be right, shut up.
Go check out the Trevor Project and you'll be able to see how much this really does affect children. And let's talk about sexual orientation in the classroom. You know that it's already spoken in the classroom. Anytime a teacher says falling in love or getting married or childbirth, guess what? You're talking about sex. So, I mean, how is this different?
Absolutely. You know, when I think about the gay Log Cabin Republicans, I think about the Trojan horse. We don't speak in one voice. They certainly are very different from the majority of us. And I really feel sorry for them because I think that they are really pushing a message that is actually more harmful than it is helpful to anyone. And so I feel sorry for them, and on we go.
I think his name is pronounced Charles Moran.
You know, I've tangled with Charles a number of times, and Charles, I just have to say to you, you know, your opposition to our community's voice on this bill in Florida, tragic bill, and then what Chasten tried to come out and say as a parent and your attack of him, dude. Your self-internalized homophobia, you're never going to be straight. You're never going to be accepted in the zealot community that you represent. So you should get over it. The other thing that I think is really interesting here is the Log Cabin Republicans are not preservationists for a political opinion that they feel is important. They are lapping up the milk and the money on the sidelines of those people that are in charge, which it reflects terribly on you. And one day in history, your voice and your opinions are going to reflect terribly on you, and you're going to regret it. And more importantly, your family is going to regret what you have said. I have a very good friend that categorized this story and what the Log Cabin Republicans and Moran's response to Chasten Buttigieg is, there can also be a thing called roaches for raid. You're a roach supporting raid to your own demise.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the